Hey all my Lushies and welcome back. Today's scent of the video is the 1000 Kisses Deep. Now this is actually a perfume oil, so it doesn't have little sprayer. It's actually the way that I kind of prefer my perfume, either in perfume oil stage or as in like a body spray. This one I bought years ago at the Lush Oxford Street when they were still doing the funner labels opposed to like the black labels that they do nowadays. And again, nice floral, but it's still a bit of a sweetness. I'm trying to remember what the last product that they used that had this scent family in it, and I can't for the life of me remember. If you remember what it was, please comment below, because my brain can't figure that out right now. I think better for like springtime, summer, just because it is a little bit like lighter, floral, citrusy, nice uplifting one. So obviously I look a little bit different today because I'm not wearing my glasses. Last time I went to the eye doctor, I asked them if I could have contacts. I wore contacts years ago, like probably at least over 10 years ago, maybe 15 beyond that. Like I was wearing them the last few years of high school, I think almost pretty much all throughout university and into when I was coming out in like the real world working, and my eyes just kept on getting worse and worse and worse. Optometrist said it's probably because I was wearing my contacts so much. Like I don't think you're supposed to wear them for over 12 hours a day working. Like yes, wear them at work, but kind of like the minute you get home, you're supposed to take them off. You're supposed to let your eyes like rest and breathe. Technology and contacts has changed since I first wore them probably in like early 2000s. And while I'm not giving up my glasses, I did wanted to have the option that I could not wear my glasses, have contacts, and still be able to see. Shocking that. Just other times when I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to wear my glasses, or maybe what I'm doing is maybe going to be nicer if I was wearing contacts. Definitely like I'm still getting used to them because it has been so long since I've worn them, and it's a little still jarring, kind of like when I see my face, anyone kind of still going to like push my glasses, mine was always the adjusting this way, so I see myself every kind of often going like this, just out of habit, just, you know, muscle memory of like, oh, I need to do this, or it's like, so what do we think? Do we like me with or without my glasses while I'm doing these videos? I'll play around, see a little bit both. I mean, the nice thing about not wearing my glasses for these videos is I don't have like the little ring light that happens when I'm wearing my glasses. That's me babbling on. Let's get to the video. So today's video is empties. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep up with doing like a monthly one or just kind of like every couple of months do it. We'll play around with it. It's my channel. I can post whatever videos I want pretty much, right? Yeah. Mainly wanted to focus on some of the Lush ones and a couple other products that I just wanted to mention that I either really like or I just have an opinion on. Let's get to what I have used up in the last couple of months. First up, we have a small 100 gram pot of the Veganese hair conditioner. Now Veganese recently, I guess, well, can you still say recently when it happened? Probably like 4 months ago. We're still in a panini. Time has no concept, it seems still. But Veganese used to be in one of the bottle forms, which I think when they did some slight tweaking to the Veganese recipe, it got a lot thicker. And so trying to get it out of one of these bottles was ridiculous. Like if Lush shower gels, any of the things are that little bit more of a thicker consistency, getting them out of here sucks. Putting it into a pot makes perfect sense. So I wanted to try it out, see how the new formula was. It was still really nice. My hair didn't feel weighted down. It was still nice and light. Don't need to use a lot of it in order to condition my hair. And that's kind of like the main things that I look for in a conditioner. So still very glad that Veganese will be my go-to hair conditioner from Lush. Ooh, let's do a shower gel. Next up, we have a small little, 100 milliliter of Cinders. This was a Christmas shower gel that came out a couple years ago, which was amazing. It is still such a good one. Love the orange color. It was really funny because I don't know if anybody else has noticed with their Cinder shower gels that they still have. The smell almost reminded me more of orange markers. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know, like the little scent ones that you would sniff when you were younger. Anyway, it smelled exactly like the orange ones, which I liked, so it was great for me. So it was less of like the pumpkin, the cinnamon and clove, and more kind of like orange markers. Like it smelled like orange, which was weird. Orange but not citrusy. Orange markers. Like that was literally the best way I can describe it. Still like it. Hope they bring the shower gel back again. It was still amazing. Maybe like up the like spicy factor to get on par with like Hot Dottie or Glog, or just, you know, bring those ones back. Just saying. Ooh, I have a hair product. We have the Super Milk conditioning spray. This is flippin' amazing. When it first came out, it sold out the fastest in our store. It was worth it. It was amazing. French kiss, love it. I don't know if it was like they first said they were going to discontinue it or it was reformatting it. Either way, they stopped selling it for a while. We now know that they were just reformatting it and waiting until like the rest of the curlier, kinky hair line was fully ready to be released to all stores. But I'm just so happy that it did come back. So before it did go away the last time, I made sure to grab myself 2 bottles. So this was the first one I finished up. The other one, I think I have about that much left, which is great then because I can always rebuy it in the store because it is back out. This is my favorite thing to use after a shower, after I've washed my hair. I just lightly spray more onto the ends just to help with locking in that hydration and to help it easier to like comb through. It is not super fragrant. It has oat milk, it is almond, coconut. Like it does have some lemon juice, but I feel like it's so minimal. It's not gonna do anything to your hair. There's also olive oil. It is just amazing. If you need hydration, if you have thinner hair, thicker hair, it's going to be working great for both of them. So definitely a product. Pick up more. I will pick up more whenever my other bottle is done. Love it, love it, love it. All right, next up, we have Avo Shower Gel. As I mentioned in my last video, I said that I had just recently used up my Avo Shower. So it was good that in the last kitchen box, we had a fresh bottle of Avo Shower Gel. Such a great one, such a classic. I think this one should definitely come back to stores. Avo Bath Bomb, which is what this shower gel smells like. Almost like the oldest bath bomb that Lush has. People still love to this day. There's nothing fancy about it. It's a green bath bomb. I think they've added recently like a little bit of like luster to jazz it up, but it doesn't have an inner core color. It's lemongrass, nothing particular like wow, oh my god, compared to like Intergalactic that's in the store or like Groovy Kind of Love, all of those other like multicolored shows. If you just want a great classic bath bomb, Avo Bath is the one to go. Why don't you just have the shower gel? People love lemongrass, people love Avo Bath. It obviously sells every year. Let's just do it. Come on. Ooh, so we have a toothy tab. So bubblegum toothy tabs. I'm a big fan of the toothy tabs. I think they're great invention. I've definitely seen other companies starting to create their own version of them. Who came first? I don't exactly know. I think it was actually Lush. And I love that they are coming out with more and more flavors. Bubblegum one obviously had a bit of a bubblegum flavor taste to it. So definitely probably a nice way to like get kids into it if they don't really like mint. It is a natural toothpaste, so it is a baking soda mix. So if you do want ones that have fluoride, what I like to do is kind of like alternate between a toothy tab and a toothpaste that does maybe have fluoride or has something to like protect with more of like the enamel of my teeth. So then at least I'm getting kind of like both benefit and using up my stuff. So if you haven't tried the toothy tabs, I would recommend people trying these out. Ooh, next up we have a Bath Bakes, one of their bath desserts. So this is a creamy whip scrub. This is their Dole Whip one. So a few years ago when they did like a whole Disney treats collection, this was part of it. This one was like pineapple, creamy goodness. All of their scrubs, all of their like creamy whip soaps always smell amazing. I have so many still to go through. So that's why I haven't really been purchasing any of them for the last while. Just when you get a lot, when you get to a point that it's like, I can't keep up with the buying and using them, you need to stop. And so this year it's a lot of like slowing down on those purchases so I can use up stuff. So then when I do purchase new, I can use them up faster and get them in like their best moment. Everyone, I would definitely recommend Bath Bakes. Love. They're an amazing company that's in the UK, and they're really nice if you're not a person who has a bath, because they do a lot more body kind of like scrubs, body soaps. So it doesn't always have to be like bubble bars, bath bombs, those kind of stuff. Like they do cater more to the shower people, which is great. It's nice to have the companies do give you that option. This one. So this one is the Jet Lag Mask from Summer Fridays, which this one I have not actually finished using. I stopped using it. It was around the time when, I think a couple of months ago, that there was a lot of issues coming around surrounding this mask, that people were having reactions to it. And that actually made me kind of pause and look back about every time when I used this one. I did not get any of like the severe allergic reactions that I saw other people do, but I did notice every time when I used it, my face would get a lot more flush. Yes, I am already a naturally red, flushed person, but it was even more heightened. Like, so at nighttime when you're putting on like your serums and your moisturizers and stuff before going to bed, that is when you're putting on stuff to help like repair the skin. This one is supposed to be like a nice hydrating mask, so it should just be like a nice creamy layer. But yeah, like when all of a sudden my cheeks started getting like really like extra red, and at first I just was like, oh, that's weird, maybe it was just because I was like flushed because maybe my water was too warm or whatever. And so then I started kind of like tracking how my face would be after using this and after when I wasn't using this. And every time when I put on this mask, my cheeks would just get really, really flushed, and it would even feel like warm to the touch, which is not. And so I stopped using it. And I remember actually the last time I used it, Lush Mom actually did make a comment of like, are you having an allergic reaction? Like, your skin looks really red and flushed. Like, is there something going on? And that's when I was like, yep, nope, it is this stuff. So yeah, but I just wanted to let you guys all know. I know there's some people who absolutely love it, and that's great. If it works for you, awesome. But if you are somebody who does have a little bit more sensitive skin and want to try this one, ask for if you can have a sample of it just to see how it works. I'm very glad this was the like travel size. I did not get like the bigger one, because yeah, that would have sucked. Not for me. So Summer Fridays stuff I would be a little bit cautious of in the future when I bought from them. So definitely not buying that again. Next up, we have one of my favorite chemical exfoliant. I actually got a little, it was like one of the, not a free one, because I technically used like some of my Sephora points. It was like 100 points to get this, and I needed like a small little like travel size, which is what I'm actually going to do. I'm not going to fully throw out this container or recycle this container. I'm going to keep it for when I go do traveling. So I'm going to pop out this little top so you can, don't pour it out on your cotton pad. And then I'm going to transfer some of the bigger container that I have of this so that I don't need to take that. Granted, at the same time, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm not traveling any time right now. Like, we're still in a panini. So, like, if you go, like, camping and you still want to do your skincare routine, pick up one of these size and you can do that. Hey, I only had to use, like, 100 points for this. I like the Ren skincare. The main one I use is this, like, daily AHA tonic. It's one that I do, I think it's like every other day or like 2 to 3 times a week, depending. I alternate with this one, and I'm starting to use a one that is a little bit of a higher dose of chemical, just to kind of like alternate. I'm using that one about once a week. And then my wonderful esthetician, facialist, pampers my skin. At least I go to her once a month. She makes my skin look nice and glowy. But I would recommend this to anybody who wants to like start working into chemical exfoliants. It is still a nice gentle one that is not going to be overly irritating on your skin. At least it didn't for me. So definitely the Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic would recommend, and definitely would buy again. All right, so this is the one size. This is the Patrick Star brand. This is the Makeup Dissolving Mist. There is still some in here, but this is something that I've also stopped using. As I've kind of, I think, mentioned before, I've come to the conclusion that I am not a fan of some types of makeup cleansers, makeup removers. I'm one who really likes and prefers the emulsifying ones. So my favorite ones are ones that you still put on, can be like an oil, whatever, wipe it all your face, help break down your makeup. Add a little bit of water, that's going to emulsify it, and then that's going to help with rinsing off. So the ones like, say, from Lush, Ultra Balm, Ultra Plant, the ones that are more of the oil-based ones, which is also, this one is an oil-based, they are not my favorite. I just feel on my skin, even when I like rinse it away, there's still something there. And I know, yes, you go in with your next cleanse to like help remove it off, but I don't know. I don't like the feeling of it. Like, I would rather have that like emulsifying, that kind of feeling. And that's when I feel like it actually has then removed everything. So then I can go in and cleanse my face. So I tried this one, and definitely a good number of times. It is a good product. It's definitely got off some of my like bigger makeup looks that I did. I was always a little weird kind of like spraying it just because like in my hair I was like, great, and now I'm putting oil into my hair and like because I need to have more like greasiness around there. So it does do what it's supposed to do. It does help in dissolving your makeup as your first cleanse. So if you're somebody who prefers just an oil cleanser, totally pick it up. It was great for that. Just myself, this was definitely one of the products. This with Ultra Plant, Ultra Balm, that's what really got me being like, yeah, we like emulsifier ones. I'm not really a fan of this brand that they came out with a makeup dissolving mist, but then also make makeup wipes. I understand makeup wipes are popular. It's an on-trend thing, blah, blah, blah. They're horrible for your skin. They're like the worst things you can do. If you've ever seen any of those videos where they show like how much makeup isn't actually coming off, yeah, like it doesn't really, it just kind of like smears it around your face. Yes, some makeup does come off, but it doesn't really actually get rid of it. So yeah, everyone, just don't use makeup wipes. And the very last product that I used up is the Back for Breakfast Shower Gel. Again, one of my old OG Lush Kitchen ones. This one is one that would definitely wake you up in the morning. It is super zesty. It's lime, it is lemon, it also had grapefruit, so all you grapefruit lovers would have loved it. It just gave you that citrusy punch, but without being orange or bergamot. It was the lemon and lime zestiness, those, I want to say like tropical citrus, but it's more of like that kind of end of the citrus, which is actually an end that I prefer more than like the orange. I like citrus, both of them, but I lean more towards like lime and lemon and that kind of citrus opposed to orange and mandarin, great, like that kind of one. I can see how people would be like, it's basic, it's like happy hippie. So I get it. I can see why this one probably hasn't come back. When the kitchen was going around, I seem to remember this one was popping up a lot. Probably because they had so much extra citrus essential oil though, so it was easy enough to do. But it was a nice one. Would I repurchase this if it came back to any of the kitchens or as a specialty? Probably I would get 100 milliliter. I don't need the full 250 because I've had it already. But to have like a little 100 would be cute to kind of like every so often use it, smell it, and be like, that's right, this is beautiful. It would be nice if it comes back also for people who have never tried it before to see what it was like. I think as always we need more lime scented products or use more lime because I like lime. But I would recommend, if this ever came out, for people definitely to try it out. And there we have it. So these are all the empties. Well, okay, these are not all of the empties that I have been using up over the last couple of months. There has definitely been other things, but these are definitely products I wanted to like talk a little bit about. And these are all of the Lush Empties that I have used up, so I will speak to that. It's more like the other products I haven't saved all of. Like for example, I had recently used up the cleanser from Fenty Beauty. This was like over a month ago when I was kind of not really filming stuff, and I was like, do I really want to keep this? Do I want to have it around? Blah, blah, blah. And I just thought, no, if I really want to talk about it, I can also just talk about it. I don't need to be like, and here it is all the time. I like the cleanser. Thought it was a really nice one. When everyone was talking about the fragrance, for myself personally, it wasn't overly fragrance, but I don't know if that's just because I'm used to a lot more fragrance like essential oil products like Lush. So for my nose, it was kind of gone like nose blind to it, and I'm like, I can't smell it. I liked it. It was nice. It did exactly what it needed to do. My skin definitely felt nicer off of it. My main issue is that I was not a fan of the container. It just seemed once it started getting like down near the end, it was just really difficult trying to get anything out. And then when I tried to like take the top off to like get more of it, just the compartment in general wasn't a fan of. So that was my only main issue about the Fenty skin. Like I've almost used up actually the toner, which has taken me forever. If you want a toner or their fat water that lasts forever, get the Fenty skin one because holy crap, it lasts forever. Would I rebuy that cleanser? Possibly. But yeah, the compartment, that was like just the main issue I just was not a fan of. Anyway, that's a lot of me babbling on for however long this is going to be. What do you guys think of my empty videos? Do you guys care seeing about them? Or me having apparently little rants about certain products that I have? Or, I mean, I do like giving my little mini reviews, my honest opinion about these, and I find like sometimes in this format it's a great way to do it because you're seeing more honestly of how I'm feeling in it, opposed to like writing like a post about it. Like this way I can actually talk to you about it and be like, hey, this is my issues. You're hearing it in like a random babbling format, but I mean, that's kind of what I do on here, it seems. I just sit down in a room by myself and babble. Anyway, that is all for me today, guys. So what do we think now that you've watched, or if you've watched the whole video of me without my glasses? What do we think? Do we like no glasses, Katie? Do we want glasses to come back? Would we like a combination of the two? Let me know below. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. You're staying safe. You've getting your vaccine. You're getting your second dose as well. This video is feeling a lot more of just me ranting in this like random incoherent thought process, and is that good or bad? I don't really know. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, that's totally cool, and thank you for listening to me babble on for however long this was. Anyway, I will see you guys all later. Bye.